Good afternoon, world. Swahili Flowers coming at you once again. Seem like summertime. Summer then came relatively soon. In the month of May. Memorial weekend's next week. And frankly, it's a good and a bad thing that it got warm. Why is it a bad thing? Because the Negroes, the essays, the woodpeckers, and the cops are just gonna be really proactive. That's why I think it's a bad thing. It's a good thing because you get to enjoy the weather, the ambiance, the lovely ladies, the beach, the bike rides, and all that. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm going to pretty much state that this is a prequel to a upcoming video I'm gonna make in the relative future, the war in Chiraq. I was just thinking about past archives of videos that I'd watch from the Jew, DJ Vlad, and I thought about something. Lil Durk said about George Zimmerman. He said that if George Zimmerman decides to come to Chicago, he's gonna get murked. That's funny, because why is it that George Zimmerman is not getting murked in Florida, seeing as if Negroes had no hesitation and no remorse trying to shoot up Rick Ross in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So surely they would come just as vigorous, but no, they don't. All bark and no bite when it comes to the whites or the mixed breeds or non-black, right? These hyper-masculine dudes are gonna be coming out the woodworks. And the cops are just gonna be on alert. They may fuck with Jamarquavius, but they're not gonna fuck with some Simon Cookie from Nedsy's Classified School Survival Guide. Nope. They're not gonna fuck with Little Dexter or, you know, Steve Urkel. Nope. So black nerds for the most part are good, but you know, as long as you just keep it cool, you stay compliant, you don't panic, cops most likely not gonna do shit to you. As long as you know how to talk. Anyhow, it's like Chance the Rapper said, everybody dies in the summer, so pray to God for a little more spring. I'm a deist, so I'm not sure if that's gonna apply to somebody like me, but I dig the sentiment because Chicago's gonna need it. Well over 1,000 people have been shot, approximately 1,300. And I'm gonna give a shout out to DJ Akademiks, AKA, or i.e. The War in Chiraq, his YouTube channel, as well as Chicago News for keeping the people informative. But yeah, we got a lot of things that we need to worry about. It's bigger than just the Negroes and these hood rat bitch archetypes. You gotta deal with these essays, these Latin kings. You gotta deal with these gangster disciples. You even gotta deal with even some of these white gangbangers. I mean, shoot. It's funny how and going back to blacks, it's funny how Negroes, we as people, we like to talk about how we the kings and queens and shit, but you see how we're so quick to praise white men. When Biggie could call himself Frank White, when Tupac could take the name Machiavelli, which is in reference to the Italian political science figure Niccolo Machiavelli, when Yo Gotti could take names like John Gotti, and when even guys like Larry Hoover looked up to an Italian from New York, Al Capone. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by somebody who is in a different demographic from you, but that contradicts the whole notion of being the kings and the queens and being the originators. But thank God you had your Frank Lucases who can show you that you can do anything and you can supersede these whites. And then going back to Chicago, we got issues with our irresponsible ass mayor, Rahm Emanuel. The jackass wanted to close down schools in 2012, and that's why you got these little nigglets coming out of nowhere, like some damn moles in the ground. Now I know, some may say this is a hateful speech. Some people may say try to look at things positively because the Olympics is coming this summer. Because we got to think more about the elections, and we just got to wipe out the coons, according to Willie D. Yeah, I know. But, you know, F these Chiraq Negroes giving this city a bad name. You know, they're not really part of the equation. They're just a product of the master white hand of white supremacy. Got it. So, in essence, I'm just here to just lay it out. I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna make it much more professional than this. Maybe about half an hour that I make the duration of it. And let's just try to enjoy this weather. See the dogs, see the beautiful ladies, see people riding their bikes, the kids out. And let's try to see if any of these pro-black Negroes will do anything about the shootings that are gonna come in Chicago or places like Cleveland, Ohio. Or how about Oakland, California? Because honestly, my premise will be bigger than just the war in Chiraq. I'm going to pretty much expound off what Spike Lee was attempting to do. I know he was trying to be artistic. I know it was satirical, but honestly, you got to try to paint a bigger picture than that, because Chicago's bigger than just Chicago. It's the state of mind that people are in, and this is the Midwest. So this is the central area, the heart of America. So that's why I'm gonna make videos pertaining to the war in Chiraq. The history of Chicago, speaking about these hood Negroes and the gang leaders like Larry Hoover and Jet Ford, or speaking about the likes of Al Capone, or get information about the corruption of the city as a whole and then try to modernize it. So, like I said, I salute to the war in Chiraq, DJ Akademiks, and Chicago News, and that's pretty much it. I'm out.